Hello friends and welcome. I'm Sarah Liz and I am back with another emergency card kit. If you're new to my channel, an emergency card is one where we make the cards ahead of time, but we leave the sentiments off. That way, when an occasion arises, we can choose the design that best fits the recipient and the sentiment that best fits the occasion. That way we're prepared for any card emergency. To help you with this, I release 2 free kits a month. They are now coming out on the first and third Friday of the month. That's a change from what we've been doing before, but I always release videos on Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 a.m. Central Time. So this will move those kits into regular rotation. If you just check my channel on Friday mornings, you can't miss it. You can hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified of when those kits are coming out. Let's take a look at the kit. So this is a favorites kit, and I'm going to try to do this about every 6 months. I asked all of you what your favorite sentiments are from previous kits or just your most used sentiment types. And then I went back through all of the previous kits and tried to consolidate those into a single kit so that you're printing less and using more. I will say it's huge, right? I separated sweet and sassy. So we have 5 pages of sweet sentiments, 5 pages of sassy, but I have heard from many of you that you really lean heavily one way or the other, so I thought that might help you out as well. These first 3 were in the last kit for pet sympathy, but really they apply to so many occasions where you need a sympathy card, and I knew I would forget that they were in the pet kit. So, the heart remembers most what it has loved the best. I have no words, just hugs. No matter how long we have with them, it's never long enough. Sending a huge hug, joyful wishes on your birthday, happy birthday, big birthday wishes, huge hugs, sending warm hugs, hi, hello, hey, you are capable of extraordinary things. Sending hugs and love, still in this together, here's to many more. The best is yet to come. So grateful for you. So we have that with a 1 3/4 inch circle or slightly larger circle around it. So you can use your punch or your die and it helps you get it all lined up. And then there's also a page with the same size that does not have those circles. Many of these came out before we were making rectangle sentiments. So I have added the rectangle sentiment for them. And then some of these came out even before we were doing strip sentiments. So there are 2 pages, 4 different fonts for the strip sentiments as well. Here are the sassy sentiments, and you know these are my favorites. Age gets better with wine. Have your cake and drink it too. Mistakes were made, lessons were learned. If you throw this away, I'll cry. It's party time. Have you tried eating your feelings? Maybe swearing will help. This could have been a glitter bomb. Happy birthday to my favorite nerd. Is it weird being the same age as old people? You are seriously freaking awesome. In banana years, you're bread. I have no idea how old you are, but I'm pretty sure I can't count that high. You suck at aging. Stop it. Isn't it great to be gorgeous and smart? Congrats on that thing that you did. And then, like before, we have it with and without the circle. We have it in our rectangular sentiments, and we have it in our strip sentiments in 4 different fonts. Coming up, I have plans for a St. Patrick's Day and Easter kit, and then a separate kit for plants and flowers. I would love to know in the comments if you would prefer those 2 kits be combined. If you'll think you'll use a bunch of those sentiments from both of them, then let me know you'd prefer them separate. When it comes to Easter, I really haven't done religious sentiments like that before, and I'm a little bit of a fish out of water for that one. So if you have particular requests for religious Easter sentiments, maybe include those as well. I have plans for a Mother's Day, Father's Day, and graduation kit, and then a masculine, nerdy, sporty kit. So if you have puns or ideas for sentiments coming up for any of those, I want to know about it. And then I've had a few requests for sympathy sentiments and a couple for get well and a couple for anniversary. If any of those 3 themes are sort of urgent to you, you would really like those sooner than maybe some of the kits we just talked about, tell me in the comments below. I'm trying to get a little further ahead in my planning just so that then I feel like I have more time to dedicate to making these kits the best they can be. Then we have our card sketch. You will find all of your measurements here, and then below that, instructions for cutting out the different sentiment types. I will demonstrate those in the video today. And in the bottom left, ideas to stretch a sketch. Next week, I will have a stepped up version of this card sketch and I will run you through those ideas. Potentially there's a second stepped up video for this one because I've been sitting on this sketch for a while and I'm really excited about it. So to get started, I have a piece that is 4¼ by 5½. That's this dark gray background piece. You can use pattern paper, you could use colored cardstock, whatever works for you. Then I gave you the measurements for the strips. These light gray strips are 1 inch. The purple ones are 1/8 of an inch, but this is the easiest way I have found to do it. I took a 3-inch square of cardstock and then I just cut it diagonally from corner to corner. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that into the corner of my card. Next, I have 2 strips of cardstock. Our sketch says they should be 1/8 of an inch. Mine are slightly larger. I use these strip dies from scrapbook.com. They're really inexpensive. When I have just a small scrap of cardstock that I otherwise would throw away, a lot of times I'll run them through with these dies. You get a bunch of strips at once. And it has, I think, 4 different sizes in here. So these have been really handy for me. I am going to glue one of them right along the edge of that triangle. Okay. For this second one, I'm going to add glue to this strip and I am just going to eyeball this and try to get it at the same angle. Okay, and keep my 2 sections even. I tried different ways of like measuring this out for you guys. This is the easiest that I found. Then I can flip this over and just trim off the extra. Next, I have 2 circles of cardstock. My pattern paper is this 3-inch circle that's in pink, but I wanted a little more contrast on this one. So I cut a second one at 3¼ inches just to offset that a little bit. So I'm going to add glue behind my circle. And I am going to, instead of creating an even margin, I'm going to leave just a little bit of black cardstock showing here and kind of offset that, okay? So that when I add my 2-inch circle for my sentiment mat, I will do the same thing. And I love this sort of a radiating circle effect that we get from that, okay? So they're all kind of lining up with the same little margin right here. I want to pop this up. So I put a bunch of circle foam dots on the back. You guys, I have been loving these lately because all I have to do is pull that little tab and they come right off and it's super quick and easy. So I'm going to flip that over and kind of place that down in the corner. For my sentiment, I'm going to grab the Sassy Sentiments and I like this "You Suck at Aging, Stop It." And to get to that a little more easily, I'm just going to trim right in there. I will use my 1 3/4 inch punch and I'm just centering it in there so I can't see the circle. And then I will know that it's straight. In case I change my mind later, I am using a bit of removable adhesive right behind it. And I'm actually going to offset this guy just like the other pieces. I'll finish this off by adding it onto an A2 card base. So mine is 4¼ by 5½ inches when it's folded. I like top folding, but either way will work. And that finishes up card number 1. It's super quick and easy. It's great for using up some smaller pieces of either pattern paper or specialty cardstock. Before we make the next 2 cards, I wanted to show you something I've been using lately that I have really been loving. These are new trays from Spellbinders. There are 2 different depths and 2 different sizes. This is the smaller size, and that's the deeper one. And then this, they're calling a lid, but it is a tray, right? And I can sort of take that apart, and I have extra die cut pieces down in the bottom. This has been game changing. I've been using trays from scrapbook.com for a long time, and that depth is a little deeper than the Spellbinders tray, the thicker tray, but it's not big enough for an A2 card panel, right? So instead of using the smaller trays, most of the time I was using the larger tray, but then that just takes up more space on my desk. The Spellbinders tray easily fits that A2 and then an envelope and then a little bit more, which has been awesome. So I'm going to start this time by adding my pattern paper to my card base. Again, that is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. So it's going to cover my entire A2 card. Then that's that 3 by 3 inch square that I had, and I cut it right down the middle, and I'm going to add that to the corner. To add my stripes, just like before, I'm going to glue right along the edge here first. And then I'll add the second one and just visually try to leave the same amount of space. For my circles, I have 2 of them, again, 3 inches and 3 1/4 inches, but this time I'm just going to layer them with an even margin. I'm going to use one of our rectangle sentiments for this one, so I'm just going to kind of get my placement right here. I have cut a piece of cardstock that is 1 1/2 by 2 1/2 inches, and I'm going to glue this to the circle, and then we can add foam to everything at the same time. Once they're all on there, it's really quick and easy to peel off the backing. And then I'm just going to make sure that my rectangle is sort of parallel to the bottom when I set that down. I'm going to use a big birthday wishes for our rectangle sentiment. To cut this, there is a little bit of a trick to it. So I've put it in my trimmer. I like this one because it has a wire guide. So there are tick marks at the top and bottom periodically, and I am lining those tick marks up just inside of my wire guide, and I'm going to cut up and I'm going to stop right past the tick marks. Do not cut all the way through. It's going to cause you troubles later. Then I will shift, and I'm going to do that for all of these tick marks. Okay, so I have all of these strips that are still attached at the top. That's really important. So I'm going to rotate and put that in my trimmer. And I want to connect these 2 tick marks, which is very hard to do if you have completely removed these pieces. Okay, so I'm just going to slide up my trimmer and I'll keep going. I am going to leave the rest of these still connected. I think it's easier to look through them that way the next time I need a sentiment. But I have some beautifully cut and centered sentiments that are all the same size. To add my sentiment, I'm going to use removable adhesive just like before. It just makes it easy to change my mind later. I'll center that. And then I have some little die cut pieces that I'm going to add to my card to zhuzh this up. This little pot is from the Botanical Solarium, and there's a pot and a pitcher and then all kinds of different like flower arrangements and things you can put in there. I just think it's super cute. This one's my favorite in case you couldn't tell. When I glue this down, I'm going to be careful. I don't want to glue where it's going to be on top of that sentiment in case I change it. And then there are some butterflies in that same set, and I'm going to just add little dots of glue to add those to my card. And then I'm going to use my shimmer pen just for a little extra something. And that will finish up card number 2. It's simple, it's quick, and I love this one. I don't think I can kill that plant. For our last card, I'm going to use one of our strip sentiments. This So Very Grateful for You. And I'm going to trim off that little bit of extra cardstock so that the tick marks are touching the edge of the paper. And then I'm going to trim right down the middle so that the other tick marks are also touching. Then I can rotate this in my trimmer. And the first one I cut, I'm going to line up this tick mark and this next one right on that trimmer blade, because sometimes my printer doesn't print perfectly as it's running through, okay? So I want to make sure I have a 90-degree angle here. If I go from this position and I flip and twist, I can even that out, okay? So I'm pressing it down to the bottom, and now I know that's a 90-degree angle, and it's really quick and easy to line up just the bottom tick mark, and I know the top one will also be perfect. And I just trim right down the row. But here's the sentiment that I want. So I am going to line this up in my trimmer again, and I am lining up the edge of that Y with the finger guard, and I will trim this down. I'll do the same thing on the other side with the S, and then it's perfect. I have a strip of cardstock that is 3/8 of an inch wide because the strip is about 1/4 inch. And I'm going to glue this on here, and I'm lining up the top and bottom and the left-hand side. Okay, so 3 of those sides will be evenly spaced. Then I will just trim away until I have a matching margin on the other side. Maybe one little sliver more. There we go. So I have put most of this card together already. This is the Backyard Haven window die set from Spellbinders, and it has this beautiful tree. There's like a bird bath, a squirrel, an owl, some birds, a tire swing. I just thought that was really sweet. And then I'm gonna add this whole thing again with some removable adhesive. So if I want to change my mind later and use this for a different occasion, it's really easy. And that finishes up card number 3. All right, my friends, that's 3 cards from 1 sketch. And we've included all 3 different sentiment styles. I would love to know which of these is your favorite and whether you think you'll use the sweet or sassy sentiments more often. You know where I am. You know where I am, but I also know that I will use both. I'm going to put the graphic up again here. If you have ideas for any of these upcoming kits, whether it's a request for a certain sentiment, or if you have a pun in mind, if you have religious wording for Easter that you're hoping for, I could really use your help there. So just go ahead and put that in the comments below. If you have requests for other sentiment themes, I want to know that too, especially if it's something like sympathy or weddings or anniversaries. I've had just 1 or 2 requests for those, but if we have more, I will maybe try to sneak those in a little bit earlier. If you are interested in this massive kit of favorites sentiments with 10 pages of sentiments and a card sketch with measurements, all I ask is that you subscribe to my channel. So go ahead and hit that button, and then you'll find all the instructions for downloading in the description box below the video. Friends, I hope this has been helpful for you. I am linking the emergency card kit playlist in the description box below and linked at the end of this video to make it easier for you to find all of the previous kits. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I will see you next time.